So I've just arrived in Strensall village, and the idea is we're going to the main part of the village is just down there to the left, and we're going to go down and have a look on the riverside, the foss, and then come back by the church and back through the village. So we'll do that. But just to say that Strensall is about 5-6 miles north of York, and it is very famous for its Queen Elizabeth Army barracks, big barracks here, and as well as that facility is also Strensall Common, which is a training ground for the army. So yeah, so we'll go over here and have a look. Can they beat the bus? No. Through now. Village down there, and we are going down here to the river. So they've got the old stone bridge there, but also at this one they've got a newer version, which is obviously for pedestrians and cycles. So we'll take this left bridge. See the old bridge there, and the river runs through it, as would be expected. And then there's the river there, and that's the path we're going to take along the river. Information board here, so this might be useful. Oh, it's the one that we saw earlier about the voles and the kingfishers, etc. We'll go down this way and see if we can get back over the river and back into the village. There's the old bridge and the pedestrian footbridge. So you can see a concrete section there, which certainly looks purposeful because it's just allowing water out at that edge, and then it's holding the water back there. And I would say there's a good 2-3 foot difference in water level there, so it must be purposeful to stop the flow further down the river. So we're still on the path by the side of the river, and if you look over there, there's the church. So I'm expecting it to go around and join up and allow us to cross somewhere over there and then come back into Strensall village that way. We will see. Interesting little section here because we've got a footbridge next to the main river, so obviously we've got a cut coming through. You can see the cut, the water cut, just joining the river there. We're on the bridge and the river this side. Here. Get down there. We're going this way. So you can see from here, whilst we are field side, the river has pulled us right back in tight to the village at the other side, and there's the church. There's the Strensall property over there. often wondered what the white balls are dangling from the telephone lines. You obviously can't be to scare the birds because the birds can sit on the lines. So my other thought was, is it like any high farm equipment? Like if the farmer had a extended forklift arm out, could it clip the wires if they weren't there? Are they just a reminder for the farmers? I don't know. Who knows? We'll have to look it up. So we found the bridge that reconnects us with Strensall village. Quite an interesting little bridge, really. It's brick built and the coping stones are stepped down. You can see that they're stepped down, so we'll have a closer look. Yeah, it's obviously of some age. We'll get to walk across it. Oh, cars are going over it. Yeah, lovely bridge. And then the path continues along the river that way, down to Towthorpe, and then beyond that to Ayswick. And now we're going to cross the bridge now. I believe it's safe. There is a path that side, and there's also a path that side, both sides. Great. And there's a shot back at the bridge that we just come across, and then the road splits off here, and then there's a pedestrian path. But I just noticed that, I mean, that is proper definition of a raised manhole cover. Look how raised that is. So if there's one thing I've learnt from this walk, is that there's obviously lots of Foss frontage to enjoy, Foss River frontage, and it does connect right into the city centre. So one day I'm going to park the car just inside the ring road and walk the Foss into the city centre. That should be an interesting route to do. But this has been great. We're coming back into Strensall now, the built up area. See what we can see down here. So from that road that we just walked down there, we've come through what's probably like a 70s housing estate, but now you can see that we're getting the typical older property as we get back into the older part of the centre. So I've come from down there, and then this is the last part of the village, straight down there. This is quite useful. This is a signboard that they've produced for Strensall. Talks about the railway which runs through. And the section that we've walked is that bridge there, the Foss round there, and then back round West End and back into the village. And interesting to note that the bridge there is called the Old Humpy Bridge, and then it goes on down here about the Old Humpy Bridge on Haxby Road, the last surviving brick built bridge built for the Foss Navigation Company. Fantastic, really good. Down there's the church. I'm not going down to the church, I'm going to go into the village now. We've got here a restored, rejuvenated telephone box with defibrillator in it, the old post box, and then just here we have a public house, which is the Half Moon Inn, and you can see the sign up there. The Half Moon. Home cooked food, Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Sunday lunch. Looks great, really well kept. The Half Moon. Just on our right hand side we've got Strensall Fisheries, and it's got a pole outside with a sculpture on it, a fish obviously swimming in the sea, and that's Strensall Fisheries, fish and chips. And then the last bit down here we've got Strensall Library, and again more Strensall Library, and then the Ship public house with its tables out in the front, real ales, food, beer garden, looks lovely. And then a little section out to this side, look, where you can sit under. Back to the bridge, and then over there is Strensall Methodist Church. So that's Strensall and the Foss Walk. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.